So you probably thought we were done. We haven't made a storm drain video in over 6 months. Thought we were done. Yeah, that's old school. We're never doing that again. We're never coming back to Nixon for anything else. Well, guess what? We are back, okay? No, we're actually not back. We just thought we'd do one video. Maybe. Don't get your hopes up, though. As you probably know from the title, we went to the end of the INS-3 mini path and found INS-4 confirmed. And INS-5, 70% confirmed. 70% sure that it exists. So this is where we are. But at the end of this video, we're like here. Okay? So this is how this is going to work. Basically, when we were at point A recording our little discussion before we went in, there was some things that we forgot to mention. We didn't get to say everything. So in amongst that whole video of us at point A, there might be a little drops of like text to like fill in something that I meant to say as well, or more videos of me sitting here right now, just so that you guys are completely filled in on our thought process and why we did everything that we did, what we had to do to produce this in general, I guess. First, you need to understand that my camera was having a battle for storage, like a true battle. I was having to delete things left and right, as if it wasn't enough that we didn't actually remember to say everything. Some of the stuff that we did say might not even have gotten imported, so I might have to say it again here, or just add text or whatever would flow better. Basically, we just talk about a bunch of reasons why we didn't want to continue the storm drain. I was gonna say but also a bunch of reasons that we did, but really there was only one reason, and that was just for you guys. We want to give the people what they want, and you know, there hasn't been a lot of demand for the storm drain, but I thought I would give you this anyways, because I think the reason there wasn't any demand is because you thought we were done. And we were for a while. You guys, like season 2, when we tried to go into the INS-3 mini path, there was just so many things that were just crucial errors that really were common sense, really required common sense solutions. And we just solved them here. That's really what this is. The INS-3 mini path.
Lift your underfoot up. Yep, there you go. Are you in?
Yeah. Okay, cool. It was a struggle. It was a struggle in season 2.
Lemons, I apologize if this isn't very visually appealing. Cub, I don't even think I can see you.
I have to say, gotta be one of the most, if not the most, physically trying experiences of my life. I did my best to capture what I had to do in season 2 and in this video as well, but there's no way to get 100% of it. When I got out of the pipe in season 2, I thought by recording my elbows and knees that you would see how scraped they were, even though there weren't actual scrapes. It was just pressing onto sharp concrete, which you can't actually see.
So now we have to wrap it all up again. Dude, oh my gosh, this is so painful right now. Wrap it back up.
That was one of the biggest problems that was preventing us from going into the INS-3 mini path. And now that I think about it, it was the only other problem other than the rope. And that was just an easy fix of just simply not using the rope. But we're left with the problem now of the painful maneuver through the pipe. We were hopeless in season 2. I didn't think we would ever reach the end. All we wanted to do was give up. We left season 2 defeated, but in season 3 we're coming back more prepared than ever. You thought we would give up forever? Well, you played yourself. Freak you think you thought. Cause guess who the freak is stepping up to the plate now? That was probably so cheesy. Okay, so it wasn't that smart of an idea. It was kind of obvious. I'll be honest, but they came in clutch. They really helped us out. We could not have done it without them. We could not have done it without these pads. Enjoy. So anyway, here is the discussion that we tried.
Whoa! 4-leaf clover! Yo! Wait, no, it's a 5-leaf
No, that's
clover.
2 clovers, you fucking idiot. Okay, we're gonna have to change into these.
What do you mean change into this?
Are those junk shoes?
Kind of.
Yes.
Do you wear those out?
I could.
Do you,
Alright, guys.
Veins.
Are those your, like, shoes that you wear
Why
out,
is there a
like,
pencil in
to
the ground?
school? Why did you bring those?
Because they're gonna dry in 3 months.
Yeah, rant, you idiot. They're gonna smell like crap for the next, like, 4 years.
No.
You're
I've
stupid.
fallen in that.
Do you really want to, do you happen to mean go barefoot?
No.
Exactly.
So I just wear these. And then I can wear my Vans to
Okay,
school.
guys, so we were debating whether or not we should do this for a number of reasons. That being one of them. So, guys, we were debating whether or not we should even do season 3 for a number of reasons,
Whoa!
That being one of them.
but
Yankee with no brooms.
the biggest one being that
There's tadpoles, guys.
Oh my gosh, Rand.
yeah, Rain won't shut up. No, the biggest one being that we didn't know what we had left to do or that what we do next.
So we came up with a plan.
We thought, well, we haven't made it to the end yet, but the farthest we've made it is 130 feet into the Ines 3 mini path.
The fact that we know that.
There's more to explore.
But
What we've concluded.
the reason we couldn't go any further is because of the rope. So what we've decided is we're going to ditch the rope because it costs too much money and too much time and too many prep vids to set up the rope. So, and it was already too big, that freaking that big wind thing of rope. So we're just gonna throw that away and just have the skateboard go into the mini path, just not connected to any rope, just on a skateboard going into it.
Yep.
But then
Tunnel on the side.
we thought, well, how are we gonna communicate if we're both recording?
Our voices.
Because I said that Cub should record sitting at Ines 3 so that he can see how far I am in, and I'm also recording on the skateboard. But we thought that that would be dangerous, and we actually didn't have any elbow pads or knee pads that you'd use like roller skating or something, because we would use those just for like crawling on the concrete, because that was the biggest issue in season 2 when we tried to do this. Another reason we didn't want to do season 3 is because we're getting too big to do the storm drain, and
Thick.
well, if we were just going to do a season per summer. So yeah, I got sidetracked again, but basically what I wanted to say was 2 summers ago, I think it was, we did season 1, which was like 31 videos or something like that. And the summer after that, we made season 2, which was like 15 videos. And then the summer after that, which is this summer that we're currently in, we don't know whether to do season 3 in order to keep with the 1 season per summer thing, or to just continue season 2 since that one was really short. And that's what we ended up eventually deciding on, is just continuing season 2 since we don't know, it's not like we are having like a lot of videos to come. Like this was looking like a finale, so we decided we would just add it on to season 2 so that it would at least be like more than half of the length of season 1. I mean, season 1 is only so much longer because we just cranked them out. In season 2 I learned how to edit, so there were actually better videos in season 2. That's why it was so much longer. So you hear us say throughout this video that it's going to be season 3, but then towards the end we start saying that it's season 2 because we realized that we should, instead of focusing on the one season per summer, we should instead focus on trying to even out the lengths of the actual season. So if we do more Storm Drain, a lot more Storm Drain this summer, then we might eventually start season 3, because I really don't want to have one summer for season 1 and then 2 whole summers just for season 2. You know, that just, I don't know, just, it's a little later, as you can tell, because I'm editing this and I just now got to this part, so I had to add another thing in because that's one thing we missed. Like I said, just keep watching. You get it.
Okay, so what's the plan for today, Trevor? Alright,
So the plan is just to go in to INS 3 and then have Rant and Cub stay at INS 3 and Cub record into the mini path, and then they're going to help me onto the skateboard, and I'm going to record myself going into the mini path. Now that we're not on a rope, that means 2 things. One, we can go freely into the mini path as far as we want, which really is the only way that I'll ever actually make it to the end, if there is an end. But the second thing that means is that we have to be extra careful, because if I ever lose control, that could be really dangerous. Now that I'm thinking about this, fear is another reason why we don't want to do this, just because general fear.
Why didn't we bring the rope?
Because it's too freaking
Thick.
It's just not worth it. Get out of there.
Long story short, there were a lot of reasons why we weren't going to do season 3,
Long
but
story
then we
short,
evaluated the
we
pros
were-
and the cons, and the
we
pros
didn't wanna
were
go
way heavier.
in.
So we are going to go in. As far as
pros.
what do you mean?
The only pro is that
they get to see.
yeah, we're doing this for you guys. That's literally the
But
only
that's
reason.
enough. So we're going to go as far
we're
as we
doing
can into the mini path in INS 3, and we're going to explore
Yeah.
with multiple perspectives. Is that about right?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, because it hit me as I was watching season 2. Not only that season 2 is really short compared to season 1, but
Just like,
that when we were going in the mini path,
I'm going in. I'm going to the Super Bowl.
All right. I'm not gonna cut my feet this
Bro,
time.
I'm so.
should I just leave my shoes here or what?
No,
You're gonna go barefoot?
we have sandals. Why didn't you do that?
Because.
Now you have to spider web, or you have to spider.
Yeah, that's gonna suck. Oh, Trevor, should I leave my shoes?
What
with
if there's
yours?
no water?
Who else is going to explore within the next hour and a half?
I don't know. Another big reason why we didn't want to do this is because Cub can not even fit pretty much in Delta and Echo. So that's going to be a real problem. And as well, I have to go number 2 and number 1 right now. This is going to be interesting.
Just go. Let's go. Let's get it.
So you didn't want to do this because you have to go number 2 and number 1
No.
right now?
I'll
That
start
was just-
recording.
no.
I'll start recording at Dynasty. Let's go.
This is 7 minutes of your life.
Yeah, so Cub, I was...
7 minutes of your life. You'll
So
never
guys,
get
I was
back.
talking to Cub the other day about him potentially recording for his channel, his
good.
perspective of the storm drain, and he said that was probably feasible, but it'd probably just be easier just to
What channel?
To record two
send his
perspectives
footage
for
to
yours.
me and then have 2 perspectives of it, because what I realized as watching season 2 when we went to the mini path is that like, not only was the recording terrible, but you couldn't see, like, there was no proof that I was actually going in, because other than just, I guess, Cub's voice being more echoey and farther away.
Alright.
So the attempt to solve that is now, I guess, just to have Cub record into it from -3. I guess if that, like, even though maybe I can shine the light back at Cub and then Cub can see the light far away, maybe that'll help prove that I'm actually going far in, but
We need a signal Like if you want to come back, then
Yeah, I'll be like, so woo!
what if we can't hear you? What if you go so far we can't hear you?
Then I'll just come back.
So woo!
But we need like a danger signal. We're
Oh,
like just in case.
Danger zone.
But
So-
how would... Wait a minute.
Like shine the flashlight 3 times, like kind of like an SOS. You kind of like 1, 2, 3, like back at us.
What if you forget?
Okay, but if I'm too far that you can't hear us, then would I still be able to see the light? Or would you still be able to see the light?
It's not that
Cub.
far.
Well, you see, that's the
You can
thing.
see-
Guys, what do you mean it's not that far? Watch season 2, dude. We go in like all of the rope that was on this device, and it was like none of the way.
Yeah, there's a lot.
We even talked about it in season 2, like how it looked like we weren't even getting any closer.
Well, then you can definitely see them.
Because the Inus 3 mini path is freaking longer than path G. It's so crazy. I can't even.
What's path?
Yeah, I say we go until you can't hear us.
Yeah, yeah.
And then if you
Also-
somehow get stuck, then you kind of like SOS for us, and then we'll try and find a way to.
Yeah,
get
if you can't hear me somehow, but that's.
How are we not gonna hear you?
Yeah, that's another.
If
That's a
we
good
can't
point.
like hear him clearly,
If you can't hear me, then I doubt you'll be able to see the light.
probably.
That has to be really, really.
Yeah, yeah, because that has to be far. That's true. So, Cub, another thing is, since this whole thing is
And it's
technically a
in
downward slope, it's like
a downward
super.
slope,
It's a
obviously,
small
like that.
angle. I don't know how to explain this.
It's a
Might just trim
tiny
that as an
slope,
MP4
but it's
and then
enough
edit
to
again.
keep the skateboard going.
Well, yeah, but no, that's not the point, Cub. I'm not trying to just let myself go down. Because then I'd be going super fast and I'd hit a crack and I'd freaking bump up and hit my head or something.
And then he'd die.
So he has to find a balance to control himself.
See, that's why we needed the freaking elbow thing. So, but now the plan, since we didn't have any of those, I'm just going to have my hand on the wall and I'm going to be
Or a
going in
bike
to
helmet.
slow myself down. But now I just realized that I'm probably not going to go back because the whole point of the rope was so that we can pull me out because it would be hard to push out. But now obviously we don't have that.
So we're screwed.
So I'm thinking about how we're going to get out even if I'm not in danger. Cub, like, how would I push myself back up the slope? Like, do you think that would be possible?
That's why I thought you were bringing rope in the first place.
No, but we talked about why we're not.
But you can like hang on to it. We could pull you back easier.
when do we go in?
But then we need to have more rope for the farther we go in. Then we're limited to how far we go in is limited to how much rope we have.
No, you can keep going in. It's just you can pull yourself back to the rope and we can pull you in easier.
Yeah, but it still needs to be longer if we're gonna go in farther.
That is
Why is it still recording?
Because all of this is good. All of this conversation is actually gonna be used.
Oh yeah, just an update for streams. It was Trevor's birthday on Tuesday, and he ordered a webcam, so soon you will be able to see his face in streams.
Feet, yes, it's his feet. He'll be recording his feet.
Some people might like that. I don't know.
What kind of fetish is that?
Don't ask me.
Yeah, but if they have that, then they're probably not gonna go on YouTube. They're probably just gonna go somewhere else on the deep web.
YouTube,
Trying to get into the deep web.
YouTube can get you
I'm
deeper.
tired of getting hacked.
YouTube can
The
get you
deep
deeper.
web.
YouTube can get you deeper than you think.
Yes, that's why it's called the freaking deep web. Anyways, this is kind of like the deep web in a way.
What?
We're just going deeper into the unknown.
Into the unknown!
Okay, are the bathrooms open? Because I actually have to.
Yes,
Take it
it's
down.
Yes,
been
the bathrooms
Memorial
are
Day.
open.
Okay, so we're just gonna finish this video, and I'm gonna take it down, and then we're gonna go in.
Emotions. And you can, yeah.
Okay,
It's like spidering, but you're laying down.
yeah, guys, we were talking about how to go back out, I'm gonna be pushing myself up the slope,
Back.
and
If you can do push-ups, then you can do that.
that's actually kind of a good point. Well, no, but push-ups, you're like this, not that. Push-ups, you're like pushing the
You're like
the front
pushing
half
your-
of yourself.
You're just pushing yourself up.
But I'm not trying to fight the wheel going up against the rigid, not only the rigid like concrete pipe, but the cracks in it. So I don't
Just
know.
like push back like that. And just keep going at your own pace.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, I might be totally have the strength to do that, but I might totally not. We didn't know in season 2. That's why we had the rope, just to be safe.
Why don't?
Because the rope isn't worth it, because then we can't go all the way in with the
What if
rope.
the person with the rope just goes in also, and like slowly follows them?
There's an idea. We tie 2 skateboards together and have them go in, so that... No, because then you're still going to have the back one connected, because what if they fall? And then you could run into them from behind. That's freaking... that's just recipe for disaster. Guys, there's like a freaking bug in here. There could be so many new types of bugs. We haven't been in here in forever. So, you know, that's another reason to be scared.
Dude, I hated those giant frogs.
Why the frogs?
The mutant frogs.
The only thing I didn't like was the spider webs.
I say we just go in, we see how it goes.
Yeah.
I say we.
Yeah, we're not gonna be doing. We're not.
I say you go in about 50 feet and you see how well you can push yourself back, and if
Yeah. No, I just go in like 3 feet. Yeah.
and then no, I say we go in like 20 and push yourself back, and if you're not confident that you can do that for like 200, then don't do it.
Yeah. Or how about this? We just go in for like 3 feet, and then see if I can resist the pain of just like.
But that wouldn't be as
Climbing the thing?
sloped as it would be later on.
That's true. Does the slope change? I'm fairly certain that the slope does not change. But would that be a risk we're willing to take? You know what I'm saying, though?
What?
Recording. Now is there a timer that says like 4 seconds?
Yes.
Yeah, then you stopped it and you just started it again. But when did you stop it?
I didn't stop. Re-entering skateboard.
Okay, guys. So we talked about it, and the reason that it was bad recording in season 2 when we went in the Ignis 3 mini path is because it was hard to record since I didn't have any protection from the sharp walls of the pipe that I was in, and it was super claustrophobic, and I didn't know what I was doing. And the cub is super slow.
I'm coming.
Did I get taller?
Yeah, you did. That's the point.
Oh my, I used to stand up perfectly straight here.
I made it.
Okay, now the big thing is, will Cub get through this? Because this is
there
the
water?
smallest.
Yeah,
Less water.
I can barely fit through here. Like it's.
Oh my, yeah.
Yes.
Dude, I can't do this with the ski.
No, there's no water.
There's no water.
Well, actually, there is water, but it's like nothing.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna duck walk this one.
That is literally.
I'm
Dude,
gonna duck
what
walk this.
Yeah, just duck walk it, boys. I just had a massive slip, but I didn't drop my phone.
Wait, light, Trevor, light.
I got your answer, I got it.
Dude, I'm literally scraping my back.
Dude,
You're good.
that actually wasn't that bad.
No, but dude,
My bag is gonna suck. I don't know how I'm gonna get through.
Rand, try to refrain from swearing.
Okay.
I scraped my freaking arm.
You can just cut that out, right?
Yeah, I'll bleep it. Be like, wait.
Wait.
So this is the moment of truth. Literally, this is one of the biggest reasons we were debating if
This
we could do this.
It gets better from here.
I might need someone to grab my bag though.
What is in your bag? Anything we need? Technically a downward slope. It's like
a downward
super,
slope,
it's a
obviously
small
like that.
angle. I don't know how to explain this. It's just,
Nick,
I might just have that at the end.
It's a
Yeah, that's
slow-
gonna be the very end clip. You see Lemons in the next one? It might be a. Yes.